that on the side so I can see. Okay, we're gonna review the diphthongs. So we have alpha, iota. I, like an ion. Not bad, right? Yep. Epsilon iota. A, like an 8. We have Omicron iota. Oi. Okay. Oi. Oi, mate. Making fun of Australians, I'm sorry. Ow, like in sauerkraut. Ow. That hurt. Ooh, I like soup.
That's good to know.
No, it's not. We, that game console that I still play. And then, ooh, like in feud, which is also an eta, which would not make any sense since eta always makes A, but it's basically like an EA combination. Yeah, there's all the diphthongs. Any that you want me to say the sound again?
Could you say the last one? The sound of it again?
Food.
Food.
Like in feud.
Food.
Food.
Okay. Got it.
You all? Any more?
Which ones are the most common that are used?
I have no idea. I don't know off the top of my head. You're gonna see them all a lot, like just casually, and you'll just casually say them. Don't forget, guys, if it has the 2 dots, then no, it does not produce both the sound, or does not produce the diphthong sound. It produces each one by itself. So a oo instead of oo. We good?
Yeah.
All good? Okay. So now, now we're going to review and parse and pronounce words, and you'll learn definitions all at the same time.
Yay.
Perfect. So we're going to start with J.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can all have your paradigm charts out for the first 6 that we do. For now, how do I make this fair? Yeah, we'll just do 6. You each get 2 freebies. Okay. You don't have to say the definition. I will provide it. Okay. Do you know anything about breathing marks, Jay? Do I have to go over breathing marks?
It was like the smooth breathing mark.
Yes, there's a smooth one. And do you know what the rough breathing mark does?
Doesn't make the sound.
Yeah. So that would be honthropon. But right now it's onthropon. I just kind of gave it. So you know what? We'll go to 7. That works out perfect. I'll just do an example one for you to remind you. So anthropon, it means man, humankind, people, a bunch of stuff, but basically man. So we look at the ending. Okay. What gender is it? Parse it.
That's I don't remember the word, but it's masculine.
Yeah.
And it's
your mom
will make it masculine. Accusative singular.
Okay, so
Accusative.
there's first and second declensions. We won't go over third, but third is consonants, though like a word ends in a consonant. First declension has an alpha or an eta, and it's basically most of the time, if not always, feminine. Second declension will end in omicron, and they are masculine or neuter. So you just kind of have to know whether a word's neuter or masculine. Which will just, like, you can easily figure that out based on how it goes with paradigm charts. But, so can anyone tell me which ending this goes to, which case?
Like a number?
Case masculine.
Not number, we're going with
Masculine,
case. Yes. Singular accusative, which means it is the direct object of the sentence. Which I'm gonna go ahead and say, abbreviations, I would just do accusative, and you already saw I do SG singular. That's what you're gonna want to do for the workbook. I'm gonna silence my phone on. There we go. Because I didn't expect to get more emails, but here we are. So, who wants to go first? For the real goes.
Try.
Want to try?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, we'll just start with J and go that way then. Okay, so. Huh?
The cheese.
Cheese.
Okay, so
Oh. So this means hour. Like time, kind of hour. HOUR. So can you pronounce it, Jay? Is it clear to read from there?
Yeah, I can read it.
Okay.
Our.
I think I know how to pronounce it.
Okay. So what sound does omega make?
Oh,
That's a rough one, isn't it?
Yes, it's rough reading.
oh. So.
So
I think
oh,
Oh.
here let me just help Jay through it
Yeah.
real quick. Okay. And then what is that?
Oh.
Okay, and that makes what sound?
Well. Ooh.
Like an R.
Mm.
And then what does this make? These two.
Oh. So the alpha
that's
would be
a
alpha.
diphthong.
Yeah, it's diphthong. Like
That's right. Oh.
so alpha Yoda. What sound does that make?
I.
Yeah, I.
Like.
So
Oh.
put them all together. So oh
I. Or I.
hori. Yes. Hori. And that means hour. Now, so we have the ending here, the case ending. You can use your chart, remember, you can use your chart, and you can check your alphabet just in case.
Yeah.
Which ending would this go to? First, is it masculine, feminine, or neuter?
Determinant.
Yes, it's feminine. Yeah. It's feminine. Okay, is it singular or is it plural? You can still use your chart if you want to review. Do not feel guilty yet. Yet two goes, and then I'll ask you to not look at them because we're just reviewing, and I won't like judge you. We're just seeing how well you all can do. Okay.
Would it be singular?
No. It's plural.
What would it make it plural then? Just.
Okay, so that's just the ending. So with feminine plural,
But you don't
Just
have a chart, do you?
do you not have a chart?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay, so
I
I'm
was
gonna write you,
just looking for explanation.
I'll write you a chart real
I
quick,
could look for the.
because it's basically a chart thing. You just have to memorize the endings. No wonder you were just like, like, no wonder you don't know the chart yet.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't do it. You could have told me that you didn't have a chart. It's in the textbook. If you
Okay.
pull up the textbook.
Yeah, I
Okay,
knew
what chapter are we in?
It's in chapter 6. Yeah.
What did it get to?
Here, want me help? That's too. Just keep going up.
like that one.
That can help, but yeah, those are the endings. Yeah, there you are.
3.
Or no, go up a little more. Those are the endings.
Ah, gotcha.
So nominative are words that act as the subject of a sentence, which is the object that acts upon something else with the verb.
Mhm.
And then the accusative is what the verb acts upon. The subject does something with, the verb to the direct object, the accusative.
Right.
So, based on having your chart, which is this? Is this nominative or accusative?
That would be nominative.
Yes. So that means it would be like the hour has approached instead of we are approaching the hour. Yeah. So it's the hour has approached, basically. Kind of idea. Okay. Eli, next one's on you. Yeah, that's just it. Yeah, can you pronounce it? What sound does this one make?
T or and A.
Tay, and then
I don't remember what that one was.
that's a new.
Oh, new.
So what sound would it make?
Tane?
Yes, tame. Do you remember which word that is, or do you want the definition?
I don't remember that word.
It is one of the direct, or not direct, definite articles. So it just is the.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and write for the people home. In very sloppy English. What all the definitions are.
That's feminine?
Yes. Singular or plural?
Singular.
Yes. Nominative or accusative?
I'd say accusative. The.
Well, it would be in
Oh,
either
yeah.
nominative or accusative. It's
Driving.
yeah. So, but it is accusative. That's just based off of the Ada new and then, yeah. Okay, are you ready? You get a fun one. That a word you've never seen before. I apologize. But I'll tell you the definition. I am really apologizing now. You all want me to put this one? Or
No,
I'll let you do your
give her
best.
the challenge.
I'll let you do. Still not gonna do that to you. So this means kingdom, or in this translation, it means kingdoms, but I guess technically this one means hours also. But so the hours are approaching, but this means kingdoms. That is a terrible English word. Okay. Uh,
Like Yoda, it makes the I.
yes. It can make it or E.
Is that a dip song after the Landa?
Yes, this is a diphthong. Here's the case ending. I'll go ahead and underline it as well. But yes, that's a diphthong. Epsilon iota. Go ahead and help you with that pronunciation.
So
Be a little more confident and loud so I can properly get it. I'm sorry. Be a little more confident and loud. There's no judgment on you getting it wrong. This is literally day 3 of Greek and you're already pronouncing words. So like, yeah. Okay, you're really close. I'll go ahead and just give it to you. It's basileos. Yeah, this one goes back to an ah after the diphthong. So it's basileos. Or basileos. Yeah. So pretty good though. Pretty good. Okay, so is it masculine, feminine, or neuter? Remember the case in it.
It's feminine.
Wait, what is it? Let me check something. Why did I have that? Did you? Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Laugh at me because earlier me did put kingdoms on this as the answer. So I'm not perfect. And I translated this wrong and made it plural. So shame on younger me. I literally didn't even think about it. I just read what I wrote as the answer, which I should not do. But so which gender did you say? Okay, yes. Okay. Singular or plural?
Well, according to my chart, I got it as plural. Because of like the alpha and the sigma. And
Ah, so technically the stem without the case ending, which is why it helps to know the vocab words, is the original word is basileia. So the sigma is the only thing added. So that's why it would help to know the vocab in this scenario. So sorry. That would be right because os is plural ending, pretty sure.
So is it singular or plural?
It's singular.
Okay.
That's probably how I got tripped up as well. I probably just didn't know the vocab word well. That is the chapter 6 word, right? Yeah, it is.
could be nominative. Could be the nominative
Yes.
singular.
It's the lexical form. Jay, you haven't heard that word yet, have you? What? The lexical form is the, like, typically if it's masculine noun, it's the singular nominative form. It's always just the singular nominative form that shows up in the dictionary. That's why we call it the lexical form, because they show up in lexicon. The fancy word for dictionary in this case. Basically. So yep, okay, back to Jay. He's scared now. Better be. Okay. There's a diphthong, that's also the case ending, and this means gods. Which also I want to mention in parsing, normally you would put the lexical form. Do you want me to start doing that with these?
Sure.
Or do you want to just have your text?
think?
Actually, it'd be kind of cheating like in that, so, but.
Yeah. Just for this example, could you go?
Also, what was I saying? I'm. Yes, I can. You want the? Sure. I don't know why I had to do a double take. I was like, wait, what did I say about this over here. Okay. But yeah, I'll just give it to you. Theos. Means God. This one, gods. You can use your chart.
Yes. So it would be, first it would be a masculine. And then would be a,
Yes.
it would be a plural, so, and then
Mhm.
nominative.
Yeah.
Okay, masculine, plural, nominative.
So how do you pronounce it?
You have to pronounce it, Jay.
Yes. So,
Don't know why I got flustered, by the way, guys. Ignore me. I just wanted to clear that. So
so he said,
if I'm throwing you off, let me know. So what sound does this make?
that makes the,
Th. Like TH.
So-
And then this.
that would be, eh.
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 And then that's a diphthong. Oh. So what does Omicron iota make?
Theo,
Theoi.
stay away, stay away.
Remember, it's like oi and oil.
Oh, that's right.
So theoi. Okay. You'll get it eventually. Chess. Okay. You get a fun one, Eli. You get another definite article. Isn't that great? You're like, I get all the boring words. That's it. Can you say it? So, Omicron. What sound does Omicron make? Ah. Oh, yes. Okay. It means the. And I'll go ahead and tell you there's two answers. It is neuter. Did the two answers give that away?
Yeah. It's singular.
Yes.
This
Then,
could be accusative or non.
yes,
What would make it both accusative and nominative?
well, because that is the definite article for both accusative, neuter, singular. They are the exact same.
Like neuter has the same one.
Here, just go ahead and scroll him to that chart. There's a definite article chart. It's a touch screen. There's all the definite articles. So here's the chart you might. Has all of the direct or definite articles and the endings attached to actual words that you can see. So, back to Cleo. I have to flip the page. This is the last one before no more notes. So, huh?
Oh, I was gonna say time to memorize all these and.
Okay, Jay, I might let you have a pass.
I'll do it.
You'll do it and you'll be happy about it too, won't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We have a diphthong here, but this is the ending. This is the ending. Sorry. So, masculine, feminine, or neuter?
Masculine.
Masculine. Oh wait, I forgot to have you say it then. Whatever. Okay, can you say it real quick actually?
The logos.
It's not logos. Remember the diphthong? Omicron upsilon makes an oo.
Logos.
Lagoose. Yes, it's lagoose. law, it's a goose. That was funny to know. Okay. So, oh, okay, that's funny. Me making fun of myself. Okay. So, what is it, singular or plural?
Plural.
It is plural. Nominative or accusative?
Accusative.
Yes. And what does accusative mean? What part of the sentence is it?
The direct object.
Yes. Okay. I just shove that in last second. So now put away notes. This will not go on your grade. Only on your reputation to people who watch video. And I just saying that drop of the cap of my marker. Okay.
Yeah.
So to Jay, huh?
You don't have to say what happened.
I didn't say anything that time. I just saw it. Okay. So this, I won't give you if it's plural or singular. I'll just put the normal basic definition as if it's the lexical form. It means time. Do you want the lexical form? Would that even help?
That may help, but may not help, so we'll see.
Do you want it or no?
Sure. Why not?
You do? Okay. I will not say it because you
Yeah.
have to pronounce it. But I think it's yeah.
Alright, so
Not used to writing these off the top of my head. So pronounce it. I'll give you there's two diphthongs.
can or can
What is that pronounced as? It's a diphthong. Alpha iota. Imagine if you put
cat
Mhm.
K Kai
Mhm.
Cairo Roy
Yes,
Cairo Cairo.
Yes. Okay.
Cairo.
So now masculine, feminine, or neuter?
That would be master.
Yes. Sure, I'm not wrong. Yes.
And that would be would that be a plural?
Yes. It's plural. Now is it nominative or accusative?
Used to
It's nominative. What does it mean if it's nominative, Jay? What part of the sentence is it? You remember
I
from
don't-
brief? It's the subject of the sentence. It's the thing doing the action. So this would be the times are approaching. For example.
So that's the subject.
Yeah, it's the thing approaching instead of we are approaching the times, which would be if it was accusative. Okay. Good job then. Okay, so now I hate to do this to you, Eli. It's another definite article. Do you want to swap with Cleo? Do you all want to swap? Do you want a definite article and him have an actual word? Okay. So that's basically just this. It's very important when you can't mess this up. Better not. So pronounce it.
Crease. Tom.
pronounce that ending again? Just to make sure I heard you right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I could like just say it again, I guess. If you could.
Christoph. I don't remember the last letter. Christon,
Yes, Christon. So,
and that's masculine, nominative. No, not
it's accusative.
accusative and singular.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready? And yeah, it's just one. Okay. This means the helps a lot, doesn't it? Okay. What gender is it? Remember your declensions if that helps. First and second, we don't talk about third because that's ones that end in consonants.
So feminine.
Yes. So is it singular or plural?
Singular. Plural.
It is plural. All of the singular ones have an A in the article. All the plural ones have an alpha. So is it nominative or accusative?
Nominative.
No, that would have been. That's a terrible alpha. It would have been the I ending. But it's accusative. Which is what part of the sentence?
That's all good.
I don't know why I asked you again. I should have asked Eli. It comes to me when it comes to me. So, how do y'all feel so far? How bad was that? Could have been worse. Could have been better. Or do you feel all right? You're learning though, right?
Yeah, definitely learning. At least not.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on to sentences. So that's probably where we'll be the rest of the time. It's basically what we were just doing, but longer. You now have to suffer even more because now I'm going to ask you multiple words to translate. Isn't that great? We already did some of these. And these suck. I hate not having any verbs that you all know. So this is kind of,
Can you do John 3:16?
you want John 3:16.
I
How
will.
bad that's going to be for you all, mainly.
Give us the challenge.
Do you all want John 3:16 or do you want the workbook? You need a 2/3 majority.
Please.
I don't think either of them want that, do you? You can be honest with me, this is a safe place. Jay can't hurt you with me here. Do you?
You might try a few sentences first.
Okay. And Jay's like disappointed even though it'll destroy him. Hey, no backlash against him, Jay. You can't hold anything to them. It was your crazy idea in the first place. Huh?
I should said fair.
Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, I could have you all pronounce these verbs. What do you think? This really doesn't work that well since y'all don't know the motion. Do we honestly just want to learn the vocab in a minute?
Sure.
Okay, we'll give you all a sentence. So, you each get a word. Which word do you pick to pronounce? God bless the soul that touches this. No. I meant like God save his soul, honestly.
Oh,
But-
right.
okay, try to say it. I'll underline the diphthongs. There's only one. And it's a verb, by the way. Don't try to know what it says. It just means you search. Which I can tell because Greek. That was a terrible joke. Okay.
Erupt.
Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot to put,
Oh,
just for your clarification, it is not a rough breathing mark. So, have a way.
I know. I'm just trying to think of the smooth breathing mark. Yeah.
The smooth breathing mark does nothing.
Okay.
It does nothing.
All right.
Only the rough breathing mark does anything.
Urabe.
Irabe,
Urabe.
no. There's no va in Greek, really.
Rane.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Raw.
Ra.
Now, what is this? Or it's a diphthong. That's an upsilon. It's an alpha upsilon.
Oh.
Ow.
Ow.
Ow. Yeah.
You.
If that
Wow.
helps, just say like ow. Like you just got hurt. And then
Wow.
do you remember what that does?
You.
Yes.
Yes. So. Iran. Irana. Iran. Irana. Yeah. Irana.
Do you want me? I don't know if I can help you. These are kind of long for you all to start on, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's Iranate.
Irana.
Iranate. Or it's even weird for me. That's also just a weird word. Iranate. How about this? I'll just at this point Pas grafos. Okay. I'm just gonna save y'all some time. This means you search the scriptures. Okay. But can you all parse pas grafos? They both have the same ending. See how it works in the sentence. They both have the same ending. The definite article correspond with the noun. How does it function in the sense?
Toss.
Who wants it?
The feminine plural accusative.
Yes. Well, yes. Oh no, I questioned myself for a second. Yes. The scriptures. That's the direct object. You are searching, you, the subject, search the verb, the definite article, scriptures, the direct object. Okay, I'm sorry for putting you through that, Jay. I should.
No. No,
That was pretty.
I wanted to do it, so.
You were pretty eager.
Yeah.
Well, no shame in that. Okay, so we will now if you all can pull out the books, we will just read out the vocab. You all at home also just learn the vocab. I'm not writing them all on the board. That will just take forever. We have about an hour. We're going to start with 3 and 4. We're just going to say all the words out loud with their definitions to help grind them into your brain. As boring as that sounds.
Which chapter is this one again?
We're going to go to, is it 3? 3 might not actually have any. Hold on. No, go to 4. We should all have the same listing, so I want to take turns. We'll try through all these words, okay? Jay's like, what am I looking at?
Is it the way one?
This is the page. It starts with Angelos, and then most of them are on the other page. Which that's the first one. Angelos. Jay, do you know why the 2 gammas make an NG sound?
I don't know.
Okay. That's why I can explain you. It's a gamma nasal. That's what it's called. If I'm remembering correctly, it's when 2 gammas or a gamma with a kappa, a key, a xi. Is that it? A gamma, kappa, key, and xi. Yeah. When a gamma is with one of those, the first one being a gamma, pretty sure. Yeah, the gamma will make an N sound instead of the G. So that's why the 2 gammas make Angelos. And it just means angel or messenger. You see the number in the parentheses on there?
Yeah.
That is how many occurrences it has in the New Testament. So 175. Now, do you see the one with the dash right next to it? If that's there, it's an Omicron Upsilon. I'm pretty sure that is the genitive form. It usually provides the genitive form the genitive ending, sorry. The singular genitive ending. You don't know what genitive is yet, but just know that's what that is for your personal notation. And the thing after the comma is the nominative main gender singular definite article that goes with that word to help you again solidify which gender it is. Okay. That's typically how they work. When we get to adjectives, I'll explain how those work as well in the book so you can kind of understand what the vocab's trying to tell you with all the weird things on it. So Jay, do you want to start with the second one?
Second one.
I guess I'll point this at me. Oh, do y'all want to wave to the screen? Eli seemed to want to.
No, you did.
So the second word would be then
What sound does an A make? You didn't get to hear the fun way to do it.
A.
Ada A. That's a fun way to remember it. Ada makes an A. Ada A. So how would it be pronounced? Amen. Verily, truly, amen. So let it be, Eli. So let it be. You don't even get the context for that. You'll see it in the thing, probably. Occurs 129 times. Eli, you want the next one? Yes, anthropos. And go ahead and, since I feel like you're a little confident, go ahead and switch out the sigma with an upsilon to make it the genitive. How would you pronounce it then? Okay, Omicron upsilon makes what sound? Yes, anthropo. Yes, oo like soup. So anthropo, which would mean, by the way, like of man. That's what that would mean. You'll figure that in the next chapter. But it means man, mankind, person, people, humankind, human being, 550 occurrences. And it's where we get the word for anthropology, which is the study of humans. So, Cleo, you want the next one? Did you already close your book? I was like,
We,
you wrote them all down so you wouldn't have to look at the book all the time. Love it. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I love it. It's more than what I did. Granted, I also have a physical book. Jade, didn't you buy a physical book? Who were the people that said they did? I think McKaylee said she did.
I did. I did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he bought like the 4th edition, which is newer than mine. That's the one they mainly used in the actual class, is the 4th edition. You got it, Cleo? How would you pronounce it? Apostolos, yes. Yes, and that means apostle, envoy, or messenger. Envoy. Nobody says envoy. Okay. Jay.
So I wrote the word out. Galilei.
Okay, the first alpha iota that are together, they are a diphthong. So what does alpha iota make? I.
I.
Like, remember aisle.
AI.
Aisle. Yes, like AI. So how would you pronounce it?
The
Or Gala.
Gala.
Galilea.
Galilea.
Yes, Galilea.
Galilea.
Or Galilee in English. Hey, I just wanted to make it easier, I guess. Okay. Only 61 times do we hear Galilee or read Galilee in the New Testament. Isn't that weird? Okay. Eli. Yes, graphe. Writing or scripture. And like autograph. You can see that word's influence in the English. Okay, Cleo. You're getting on the fun ones, aren't you? Or you're getting some of the fun ones. The fancy E. That's not zeta, that's Z.
Does it make like the Z?
No, it makes like the X noise. I'll just tell you because that one's I would tell all y'all that hopefully, but that's like one of the hardest letters to pronounce. So, you think you got it? Doxa. If it helps, that's where we get our word for doxology. You can think of that same sound, doxology. Doxa. Glory, majesty, fame. Isn't that a fun one? Okay. Let's see if Jay will make the waffle joke yet again. That kind of ruined it, but pronounce it.
I go.
What'd you say?
I go. Or ego.
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 Go.
Go.
Ego. Lego my ego. Like, yeah, I just made the joke. He wasn't getting it, so I just
Yeah.
figured now you can't forget it.
No, I can't.
Okay, it just means I. Look how many times it shows up in the New Testament, by the way. 1,718. It's a lot. Okay. Eli. Yes, eschatos means last. That is an adjective, so let me explain what the two little endings with the dashes. So adjectives, as you'll find out in a later chapter, can appear in any gender. So they can have endings for any gender because they're meant to match with the noun that they are modifying, is what you'll learn. So when you look at an adjective in the book, it will list it first in the masculine singular nominative, but then it will also give the nominative singular of the feminine second, and then the neuter. So it would be eschatos in masculine, eschate in feminine, and eschaton in neuter. But it can be any ending, like any of the endings, feminine, masculine, or neuter, in any of the cases. But the lexicon will only list the nominative of the main three genders in singular. So now you know. Now you know what that means. And it can also help you realize, okay, so which ones of these are adjectives whenever you look at it. So, but we'll move on. Who is next? Cleo. What are you writing?
Kind of like the omega, I'm writing O, and then
Okay, also that other one's not the Z. The first one's not the Z, that's a zeta. Got to be careful with those. Yes.
exo.
Remember, eta makes what sound? Zoe. Yes. Means life. Is there any oh yeah, zoology kinda. And also eschatology. Have you ever heard of that? Study of the end times. That comes from the Greek word for last. Eschatos. Eschatology. Study of last things. That's literally what it is. Study of last things. Okay. What's the next one, Jay? You better get it right.
You had this word earlier. Just
Yes, he had this word earlier. Oh, guys, Teams told me to tell you you're being recorded. Apparently, I don't know why it wanted me to tell you that. It said for your privacy or something.
That's the one where it starts with T.
TH, yes.
So chaos.
Theos, yes. God, Yahweh, or God, like some random pagan god. 1,317 times in the New Testament. And that's where we get theology. Who would have guessed? The study of God. Wow.
Oh,
So, yes, it's just Chi. 9,018 times. I don't know if any other word actually beats that. Chi might just be the most common word in Greek because it's just and, even, also, or namely, but it's mainly just used as and. That's a stupid thing. So let's see. Next one. Eli.
cardia.
Yes, cardia. Just heart or inner self.
your
What do you mean? Did I had you do Kai too, didn't I?
It's okay.
Slightly out of it. Well, Kai was an easy one anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, heart earn herself. I feel like an idiot after this. Okay, Cleo, go ahead before I start crying. Don't mind me. Huh?
Listeners were good.
Jay, you want to say that to the camera?
No, I'm not.
I don't know why the camera's even on. Doesn't need to be. Okay, you got it?
Are you recording?
Yeah,
Should we give them a turn to try to pronounce one?
that's stupid. That's just stupid. There's no one on the meeting. Let me check. Watch. People are like, I want to see the meeting. It's just. I guess I should have that going instead of the chat. So in case people actually want to be on the meeting, because they apparently have to ask permission to be on the meeting. So if somebody wanted to watch by now, I just didn't have it up, so I couldn't have added them because I just wasn't watching. We tested that earlier, me included. So you got it? Omicron makes what sound? No, that's omega. Omicron. Ah. So what would it be?
Cosmos?
Yes, cosmos. Cosmos. World. Universe. Or it could just mean humankind as a whole. Okay. To Jay.
You had this one earlier. Paul?
Yep. Logos.
Yes, Logos. Okay. You get a fun one, Eli. Don't forget what the second letter is, because that seems to be your trouble letter today. You can reference your alphabet, guys. I don't know if I said that, but you can. He's going to, too. That's fair. It's been troubling you all day.
I don't remember what the fourth one.
Yes. Hmm.
Pneuma?
Pneuma.
Pneuma.
Yes. Spirit or the Holy Spirit, which it doesn't have holy, but spirit, capital S. You can guess what it means. Wind, breath, or inner life. Is this helping y'all remember these maybe just a bit?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll quiz you at the end maybe. Be like, okay, guys, what's this word? Okay. Leo. What's the fourth letter? Oh. Ooh.
I wrote a sigma, but it's not that.
Do you want your book? Yeah, y'all might wanna, I don't know. Yes. PH, yeah. Basically knows that. And then do you remember what sound an eta makes? Makes A. Eta A. Remember, eta A. Just pra.
Pra.
You don't need to add the ah. It's just pra-fe. But there's another eta. What do you have written down?
I got it wrote down. I was placing in a good thing.
Okay, that won't always help you. That will
Oh,
not, that's messing you up some. So remember eta and eta. Eta basically always makes the A sound. You can't always write the English. That's just to help for some of the words if you're like, I'm not sure. Otherwise, like this will just throw you off completely.
try to read English that way I could pronounce like letters wise.
Hmm.
It seemed it. Then the other one.
I would suggest if you're gonna do eta, write the weird like symbol. I don't know if you've seen it. That's an AE combined. To maybe help you remember.
Like a schwa.
I don't know what it's called. It's literally like a combination of. I don't even know if I can write it. Like that.
It's not a schwa. Schwa just gets it out.
Oh. Or write AE just in general. Help you. A. Or just a very emphasized A if you're gonna do it. A very emphasized A. I don't know how you're gonna do that. But otherwise, I just recommend trying to memorize the sound associated with the word. Or the letter, not the word. So you're almost there. You can try again. Try again. Bra. Remember A.
Coffee.
Now remember pa, fe,
Coffee.
because it's an eta. Eta. There's two etas. They both make A, like full strong A. So what is it? Pa, fe. It's another eta after the tau. Prophates. Yes. It's another A. Yes. It's making the A sound again. Taste. I think you even said taste earlier. Was that you who got the taste earlier? Did you get a toss? You might have gotten a toss.
Someone.
Yeah, just try to be consistent with those etas. A. And don't try to add sounds in between to try to help you transition them. Is that what you try to do sometimes? Sounds like you add little transition ahs.
I think that's just.
Okay. Well, we'll work on it. We'll all work on it.
Getting better than the first time I said it. It took me about 15 tries.
Yeah, but you got it. So now you can say it again.
Maybe that. I'll take it.
Look at the Greek word and just go through each letter and try to remember the sound. Where are you getting te?
Like the teeth or like towel.
But that's later in the word.
Prophatus.
Be strong with the etas.
Tated.
Pra, fe. You have that. Pra, fe. And then pra, fe. Split it into syllables a little bit. Pra, fe, taste. Yes.
Forget that.
Just
Prophetic.
you just gotta keep reminding yourself of the individual letters because you're dropping off the eta. You want to try again? Say the word again. One more time.
Prophetic.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. We'll come back to that later. I'll try to remember to bring that same word back up. You're like, I want to kill you, kind of slight, like I don't want to do that. But we'll move back to Jay. Jay, can you say the word real quick after hearing her successfully say it?
Word.
Yeah.
Prophetic. Prophetic.
Look at the word.
Raw. Hey. Shit. Hey. Yes.
Remember, keep the eta strong. Okay. It doesn't end with an epsilon sigma.
Prophetic.
Prophe.
Prophetic.
Were you listening at all when she did it?
No.
Oh, what were you thinking about?
I was working on my word.
Your work.
The next word.
You're working. Don't do that. That is so cheap. Well, good thing I asked you now then, huh? To do hers, because that just exposed you. You're exposed on camera now.
I'll try to figure it out. To be fair.
Okay, but say the word now. Say her word now. Remember your alphabet. What does each letter sound like? A to A, F, tau to
Oh. Hey. Yeah. Okay.
prophe.
Somebody be like, yeah. They're like,
What? Where would there be an A?
Ada. It would be because of Ada. Oh,
No, A to A.
oh, that's right.
A to A. Never forget A to A. That's a simple way to remember it to me. Is just say the word and then say the sound. A to A. Tau to FIFA.
Okay.
FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA Pro Soccer.
Okay.
Prof.
Uh,
A.
uh,
There's another Ada.
yeah. Well, there's the T for in the middle of that.
There's a tau. Ada. Sigma. What would that do by itself? If you just had a tau, Ada, Sigma,
Yes.
what sound does an Ada make?
Yes. It'll be like Ada would be
A
like,
to A. It only makes
Yes.
A. That is literally the sound it makes. A. It doesn't make sounds like the letter A. It just makes A. That's the only sound it makes by itself. As far as I'm aware. Just A. It's one of those weird words. Or weird letters.
Okay.
Pra,
Fe.
fe.
Fe. Fe.
Yes, prophetes.
Okay.
Cleo, you could say it again now.
Prophetic.
Good job. Good job.
Okay, go again, Jay. Say it again. Yes. Okay. Okay.
Eli,
Now that I'm
he's not subjected to this punishment.
fine, just to be fair, say it.
Prophet.
Yeah, I figured Eli's getting it pretty decently, I feel like, but
I have to warm up a bit, then I can start hitting it.
he's just having troubles with news today. There's no news in that one, so
Nice one, man.
yeah. But still Jay's.
Just remembering.
So it's Baton.
Yes, Sabaton.
Sabat.
Sabbath or week. It often occurs in the plural, but it can translate it as singular. Ooh, yeah. Okay, Eli.
Phone.
Yes, phone. Sound, noise, or voice.
Fine.
Yes.
So how is the vocab test gonna work? Are we gonna have to be able to spell it out, or are we gonna be like choose?
Oh, yeah, I should probably tell you. So I'm gonna do it like the teacher did. I'm gonna give you the Greek word, and you just have to write the definition. It's like 1,000 times easier than you probably thought. Oh boy. It's literally just writing the definition. Because that's what you need to know the vocab for. It's just knowing the definitions. You're not going to need to remember how to spell them off top of your head because you're not writing in Greek. You're reading in Greek. You're translating. That's what we're learning here. You're not going to learn how to like speak the language to someone else, luckily. That sounds awful to me. I didn't like it in Spanish. But you just have to learn how to take the Greek, write an English sentence that means about the same thing as the Greek one. So the vocab, you just need to know what the words mean.
That makes it a lot simpler. Like I already.
You don't even have to try to remember how it sounds. I might throw that in if I just want to troll you all. Oh yeah, don't bother trying to memorize how to write them out. Don't have me be like, write pneuma off the top of your head. Write the word for spirit off the top of your head. Like, no. The worst thing we had in the Greek class was he did this thing. He got 2 books for free and he was just going to give them away to us. Yeah, I know. Be jealous. It was pretty nice, but I didn't get it either. I got close. And basically he just said the word out loud. Like he would say pneuma out of like, the 200 words we knew. And based off of hearing it, we had to say what it meant. 200 words, that gets kind of scary, guys. I'll just warn you now. It's hard enough with reading them. Pneuma is spirit. That's one of the easy ones. I will never forget that one. Just wait till you get stuff like hapu, hapas, hote, epi. Like they're all like stupidly similar words. Hapu, hapas. But it's just like where, when, here, around, stuff like that. And they're all like stupidly similar. They're just similar types of words. Okay. Who are we on?
Do you have more words?
Is it Cleo again? Yes. Flip the page. There's a lot more words. We're gonna do this the rest of the way. We're skipping the names besides. I'll just give you Christos. Christ, Messiah, Anointed One. Wow.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you the proper names as well. There's Abraham. Abraham. Yes, you heard that right. Abraham. David for David. Paulos, my favorite, for Paul. Petros, Peter. Pilatos, Pilate. Simon, Simon. Or Simone, or Simon. It could kind of be either. I don't know. Might be Simon. But now we're gonna start with Cleo on the second page. 4.6. Do you have any of those, Cleo? You do. Okay. How good are my pictures, by the way, guys? Are they pretty bad?
I can see it.
You can see it. That's good enough for me. Okay.
So we're on like the definitions love. So we're starting with that one.
Yeah. These I wouldn't be too worried about. I don't know if I'll give you these in the vocab quizzes because technically they don't give you the full like definition stuff. These are just some extra. They will show up again later in the chapters, but I will go ahead and ask, do you want me to include these on the vocab quiz on Monday?
Sure.
Which, by the way, I won't give you literally every vocab word on the vocab quiz. I'll maybe give like 20. Like, I'm not gonna be like, okay, here's like the 40 words you just learned. Do all of them. No.
Chapters are we taking the vocab from?
Probably just 4 through 6. Depending on stuff on Monday evening, I might be like, okay, maybe cut 6 if y'all aren't ready for 6. But definitely plan on that last section of 4 and possibly this section of 4. Do y'all want it for sure? This section? Okay. We'll do this section as well then. So we'll start Cleo. You have the first one. You've probably heard this word in English before. Yes, agape. It means love. That's a pretty nice one, right? Like you probably heard that before. Yeah, I did probably last time. Yeah. Yes, I did. Okay. My brother in Christ. Can you pronounce the Greek word for brother?
Is it Adelphos?
Yes, Adelphos.
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 It's
Eli.
Hagios.
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 Yes, Hagios. Holy. Okay.
Wait, that's not it.
No, it's
Hagios.
not a diphthong. Hagios. Okay, Cleo, you got the next one? Blood. Okay, there is a rough breathing mark above, and the first 2 letters make a diphthong. That's why the rough breathing mark's on the second vowel, Jay. Just know that. If there's a diphthong at the beginning, it's over the second vowel, not the first one.
Oh, okay.
That's how it works with smooth or rough breathing marks. You do not need to remember the circumflex on Haima. I just said the word. I hate myself. Did you hear that? Yes, Haima. I dingused myself on that one. Okay, I'll just give you the next one as well. Since I was trying to explain. Go ahead, Cleo. Tell me what the Greek word for sin is after I gave away that blood is Haima. Are you trying to write all the words real quick?
Oh,
Is that what y'all are doing? Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Now that I know what you're doing. Yeah.
That's bigger.
yeah. Pretty small.
Yeah, do y'all need to just sit by each other?
Okay, that's cute.
I don't like how this is just staring at me this whole time. I kind of don't like it. It's gonna be really awkward.
This is the one.
Well, no, they have to have the lesson. Y'all want the lesson for everyone else, right?
Or you could just tell them to go over their vocab.
It's
But I mean, now they can hear how it sounds. That'd be so boring. I'll just point it at you all.
Alright.
Okay, you don't want me pointing it. Jay, I'm sure would appreciate a little screen time, so I'm gonna put in at Jay.
Hello.
It's his first session, guys. Roast him in the comments. There are comments on these.
It is a
Oh.
rough. But has that. Yes, concern.
Yeah, should concern you. Okay.
like 2 A's inside it. Like an A to no. That's
It goes alpha, mu, alpha, rho, tau, iota, alpha.
Diphthongs inside.
There's no diphthong. So you pronounce every single letter. Maybe you all should review the syllable section in your free time, by the way, to help maybe pronounce them a little better. I won't go over it here, but you all know how to review syllables probably. But do you got it? Oh, remember there's a rough breathing mark.
No.
Ha.
Remember, moo is just an M basically. Row is basically just an R. You got to remember the sounds. You got to remember, tell yourself moo is like an M. This might be one of those where it might help to write it out in English. The diphthongs and like the ones that don't have an exact English like equivalent are not the ones you want to do that with. And I wouldn't recommend keeping on doing the English thing at all as you go throughout. Just like to help you figure out how they go together a little bit, yes. And make sure to add an H for the rough breathing mark. Look at the camera, Jay. Don't creep them out. Gosh.
The second to last letter make an I.
It's
Yeah.
it's an iota. It's an iota with an accent. Don't pay attention to the accent.
It's like a normal iota. What
It's just a normal iota.
Amar. Haya.
Remember, there's a tau. There's a tau.
Haya.
Close. It's a shortened version of the iota sound. Well,
iota? The long iota.
yeah, that's like a what you did was like a very strong one.
The other sound iota makes. One of the other sound iota makes.
Yeah, this is the longer. The shorter is like pretty short, but you did like a super strong. So go just a little off on it.
So Amar. Yeah. Amarta. I skip it. So like
No, you don't skip it. It just doesn't go I.
Armaia.
Put in the towel.
Arma.
Hamar.
Amar. Ha.
Shorten it from the I.
Amartia. I can't say that.
You almost had it. You literally almost had it. Just finish it out.
T I I O.
Hamarti. Yes.
Armatia.
Yes.
Tia.
Hamartia. Everyone give a round of applause. Yeah. She's giving herself an applause too. Yes, it's hamartia. That means sin. You see how easy it is to miss the mark? Which is what sin means.
Wow.
That don't preach. I don't know what that is.
That was good.
I'm sorry.
Feminine word.
Yeah, remember that's a feminine word, guys. So is blood. Blood and sin are feminine, confirmed. Jay, I want to clarify because you didn't get in the lesson. There is gender of a word, but that doesn't mean that that's like the actual gender the word has.
Oh.
So like blood does not actually have like any feminine quality to it. That's just how the word works. It's a feminine type of word.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So like you can have where's an example? Like I'm not gonna find one. But, like it doesn't if you're talking about a person, you can have a feminine word, but it be a guy in a certain context. Like it does not cross over anything or insinuate anything. It's just how the word works. Okay. J.
Glossa.
Yes, glossa.
That'd be glosa. Like it's an omega.
It's a weird one.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay, so it is glossa.
That's where we get glossary.
oh. Boston,
I think it might be the circumflex that kind of,
Oh,
because the word means tongue and language.
yeah. So like glossary. See how similar it is? Okay. Don't crucify me if I turn out to be wrong about one of my pronunciations. Thank you. Okay.
Ecleoia.
That's a sigma, not an omicron.
Okay. Okay.
You would have been pretty right actually.
Ecclesia.
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 Yes.
Ecclesia.
Means the church.
Ecclesia. Church.
Iglesia.
Church. Assembly. Congregation. Church with capital C. Church. Christ's bride. Okay. Cleo.
We had this in one of the tables.
Yes, we had it not yesterday. Wednesday. Feels like yesterday. That is around. You're welcome to that. They won't stare at you anymore. They won't hurt you. Okay. Cleo. You're writing it down. This is a neuter word, by the way. Doesn't say it, but it is a neuter word, and I know that for a fact. And it means work. You got it? Ergon. Okay, Jay. As would you say you're an evangelical?
Yeah, I would say I'm evangelical.
That's where that word comes from. But there's no V at the beginning. That was an English thing. Good news or gospel is where we get evangelizing. In the beginning, two are a diphthong, by the way. Epsilon, upsilon. And remember, there's a gamma nasal with those two gammas.
You don't have a list of the diphthongs, do you? I don't know what. No, yeah,
It's probably on somewhere down.
It's oo, like in feud.
Yeah, good.
And remember that
Uagally.
This is the gamma nasal, right?
yeah, the gamma nasal, two gammas next to each other. The first one makes an in sound. Remember that.
So I got uag,
Ooh,
uag,
like feud. Ooh.
uag.
No. On,
Oh, that's right.
like the gamma nasal.
That's the gamma nasal. That's right. Uon,
Ooh on.
uon, uong, uonel.
The second one still makes the g.
Just the first one that does the N.
Oh,
So it's oong in a way, but that's not how the syllables work in this one.
okay.
So ooh on.
The syllable fall between the gammas.
I think like they kind of separate it.
Ong,
So ooh on.
uon, uon. Well, there's the E, and the lambda. So
Like that was the only diphthong, isn't it? Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the only diphthong.
uong,
Ooh on.
uonel,
Gel.
gel, uongel, 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 io.
That's an in at the end. You're making the mistakes like I
Oh.
used to make of thinking that it's like, oh, it's a V, but no, it's not.
Yeah.
And then later, just wait till you start seeing V's in English, and your first instinct will be to read it as an in. It's the most irritating thing in the world now because I've tried to correct myself too much sometimes.
Uongalion.
Did you Uongalion?
Uon, uon,
gel.
Gel.
Then the next syllable is just the iota. It has its own syllable spot. So oo, on, gel,
E. Well, there's the iota, so the I.
iota. It can make an I or an E,
Oh.
short or long.
So
It does not make an I. That's not the sound it makes. It makes an I or an E.
So what could
I should have started with the syllables. I apologize, guys.
no, that's it.
It probably would help. So oo, on, gel,
E.
oo, on, gel, lee,
On.
on. Oo, on, gelion.
Gel. On. Gel.
Yes.
Should I have taken that one?
On.
Would you have gotten it?
I think so.
Well, either way, you two and probably you review chapter 4 with syllables. Because I think that's a chapter 4.
Yeah.
Make sure to review that so then you can. That's probably critical, and I kind of underplayed it. Probably. I'm seeing that was probably not
I
fun.
haven't studied a lot. So.
Yeah, but still.
Thanatos. Thanatos.
Thanatos. Yes, Thanatos.
I will.
Death. I hope you study. You have the weekend off, don't you? Yeah, you better. Don't waste your weekend on Greek though. Okay. Cleo, we have oh gosh, we have 4 minutes.
On this one.
We're on throne. After this one, I'll just read the rest of the words out loud to you, including the chapter 6 ones. So I'll say the word and then you all can say the definition and repeat the word after me. But that's after Cleo's word. Okay. Eli, you're working it out in your head right now how to say it, aren't you?
I've done with all.
That's good. That's good. Do that. Do that. You at home, you better be participating. If anyone even watches all this. Jay's like, I'll watch them over again just because I need to get to actually practice.
You're on, you're on a, you're on a,
Thra. It's just 2 vowels. Which the syllables, there's typically only 1 vowel to a syllable. So thra. And then Omicron makes an ah. So thra. Thra, that's 1 syllable. Thra. And then what's the last 3 letters? Basically, yes. Thranos. Thranos. Yeah, Thranos. Thranos. Throne. Should I clap through the syllables with all these or just say them? Okay, you're gonna play back the video. Okay. Or say the word after me and then also the definition. Okay. Iesus. Yeah, all of you together, please, so it's not as awkward for individuals. Iesus.
Yes.
Jesus. Israel.
Israel.
Or Israel. Sorry. It's a weird one. Israel. Lethos.
Ethos.
Or lethos, sorry. Lethos. Megos.
Megos.
Yeah, megos.
Mega.
Mater.
There's
Yeah, mater.
Mater.
Mother. Moue or Mouses.
Mausi.
Mo
Maus.
Mouses. Moses. Mouses. Namas. Law. Parabole. Parabole. Pater. Father. Presbyteros. That means elder or older. That's where we get Presbyterians. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Presbyteros. Presbyterian. Elder, older. Poor. That's fire. Pudor. Water. Pharisaios. Pharisee. Psuke. Pasuke. Yeah. Soul, life, or self. Now we'll briefly go to chapter 6. Okay. And I will read those as well so you can just hear them and have them and hold them and cherish them. We get agape yet again, love. Wow. Allos, other, another. Yeah, please do keep repeating after me. Allos, other, another. Autos, he, she, it, him, her, they, or them. It's a great word. It's an adjective. Well, not really. You'll learn about it later. I can't remember what it's called now. I want to know. The- I can't remember what this is called. Oh, they're just pronouns. I'm stupid. Basileia. That's kingdom. You've already seen it. De. That means but or and. And say post positive is what it is called. So typically, what a post positive does, it will just shove itself at the beginning of the sentence, even if it's not functioning at the beginning of the sentence. I didn't get to tell you, but Greek word order does not match English. You'll be translating without looking at the beginning. You will just look for the subject or the verb first and figure out what they are, and that will lead you to figure out everything else in your placement of the sentence when you translate. Okay. N. J. N.
And
Are you good?
yeah, I'm good. I'm just looking at the word.
Okay. N. In, on, among. A preposition. You'll get to those later. Kairos.
You skip Aragon.
Oh yeah, I did. Ergon. And everyone's heard. Work,
Ergon.
deed, or action. Kairos.
Kairos.
Appointed time or season. Noon. Now or the present. Ha. Hey. Ta. That means the. Oh, it does beat out and or Kai because it shows up 19,867 times. Because it's the word the. Of course it does.
Yeah.
Hati.
Hati.
That, since, because.
Yeah.
That's where they start getting weird, guys, is stuff like hati.
That would have a smooth or rough breathing, right?
Yeah, that has a rough breathing. That's basically a backwards apostrophe over the first vowel. Ooh,
Ooh.
which it can also be ook, which has a cap at the end, or ook with a key at the end. They sound the exact same. All of those just mean not the same word. Hora,
Hora.
hour, occasion, moment. You now know. If you memorize all those, you will know 39 words. And that is 36.79% of the New Testament word count. 36. It's already a third. In a week. In a week. If you memorize all those, you'll know a third of the New Testament technically in a week. Isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
You'll know a third of the New Testament. Yeah, so turn